You are listening to Fettuccini Fiasco, Book 3 of the Jade Sommer Series. Written by Nicolette Pierce. Copyright 2021. Audio copyright 2025 by Pierced Heart Publishing. Digitally narrated with full cast of voices. Chapter 24. I had waited in the lobby until the 30-minute mark, and then made my way to Logan's room. After the emotional whirlwind, I felt rather numb, which was probably a good thing seeing as I was heading into the lion's den. As I brought my hand up to knock on the door, it swung open, and Amro appeared with Avery. Avery still wore her wedding dress, but the veil had been removed. She smiled serenely at me, which made me take a step back. I was sure she'd rather gouge my eyes out, so what was her angle? As I moved out of the way, Logan followed behind them into the hall.
"Are you sure you can handle her?"
Logan asked Amro. She tisked.
"Avery's a pussycat with the meds.
"Let me know if you need anything."
Just get your ass back to work,"
Amro said as she ushered Avery away.
"I'm not covering for you after today."
Logan watched until they reached the elevator and stepped on. He then glanced at me and pointed to the room.
"Inside."
I did as requested, only so people didn't have to listen to us arguing in the hall. As soon as the door closed, I knew he was going to launch into the reasons I shouldn't be here, how I put myself in danger, etc., etc. But one moment, I was about to blast into a counter-argument, and the next, his lips were on mine, his body pressed hard against me as he tugged me tightly to him. I found myself trapped between him and the door. The anger that had been churning in me morphed into a need that had my fingers attacking his shirt. He took my roaming hands and pinned them as his mouth dipped to my neck, causing all sorts of commotion that my brain couldn't process. All I knew was that my fingers itched to be released from his hold. This was torture. I felt his smile on my neck. He knew what he was doing to me. "Let go," I said. He pulled away to look at me.
"I don't want to."
"Why?"
"Because every time I do, you find a way to get into trouble. I'd rather kiss you."
"If I do get into trouble in the next few minutes, I guarantee this will be the kind that you'll enjoy." He smirked and pulled me from the door and into his arms. I was still trapped, but at least I had use of my hands. I slipped my fingers under the back of his shirt, reveling in the warmth of his smooth skin.
"Why are you here?"
he asked as he pressed a small kiss to my lips. "You know why. You didn't answer my calls or texts."
"I'm sorry about that."
When I came here, I expected an argument. But now I was in his arms, and he was apologizing. It seemed too good to be true. There had to be a catch. However, I couldn't think straight while he planted small kisses on me. I pushed back, and he let me go with a sigh. "Let's talk," I said, "and then we can get back to other activities." I sat on a chair as he pulled off his tie and kicked off his shoes. He then sat on the end of the bed and looked at me.
"I didn't mean to not call you. I followed Avery here. She had given me the slip so many times that I didn't want to lose her again. But in the process, she shattered my phone. I didn't have anyone's numbers, and I really didn't have time to search."
"But you had time to contact Amro," I said. He nodded.
"I didn't want police involvement, but Isla was willing to come out and assist on her own time."
"But she pretended you were missing."
"She did?"
When I nodded, he ran his hand through his dark hair and blew out a breath.
"I told her I wanted to keep what I was doing a secret. I didn't mean for her to lie to you."
I crossed my arms and eyed him. "Why did you marry Avery?" He winced.
"I really wished you hadn't seen that."
"Why?"
"Jade, I feel guilty about how things ended with Avery. I blame myself for the situation she's in."
None of that was your fault.
Some of it is. I bailed on her in her darkest hour. When she needed me at the hospital, I basically ended things with her. I'm not proud of that.
Do you regret calling off the wedding? He shook his head.
Never. But I regret how I did it. I was so focused on you that I guess I didn't want to deal with the aftermath with Avery. Had I checked in on her, maybe I could have gotten her help in time.
So, how does a fake wedding help?
She is not stable right now, but she needs more than just medicine. She needs closure. I thought if I went through the motions for her, it might help, but she's so out of it I'm not sure it even did that, and now I feel like I betrayed you.
I understood. I didn't begrudge him for what he thought was the right thing to do. It wasn't like he actually married her. Still, seeing him at the altar with her was like a knife to my heart. He moved over to me, dropping to his knees in front of me as he shifted his way closer. I let my legs fall to the side as he pressed close.
Do you forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive, I said, and meant it. Could things have gone differently? Yes, but I couldn't fault him for trying to be kind in a difficult situation. I forgive everything, except the fact that you need to be clearer with Omro.
I wanted to keep what I was doing a secret, but not from you. I thought she would have told you I was safe. Otherwise, I would have contacted you.
A small smile slipped onto my lips.
So, you forgive me?
When I nodded, he backed away.
Good. Now it's your turn.
My turn?
What the hell are you doing here, Jade?
The switch from begging for forgiveness and now demanding answers was such a hard spin that I nearly had whiplash. You know why I'm here. I was looking for you.
I've repeatedly asked you not to put yourself in danger, and here you are, putting yourself in danger.
For you. He narrowed his dark eyes at me.
Not good enough.
So, I'm supposed to sit at home and twiddle my thumbs, waiting for you to return.
Jade, I'm a detective. When I'm on a job, I will always try to let you know that I'm safe. But there will be times when I can't. I need you to trust that I can handle myself.
You didn't that time with Summer. He groaned.
You won't let that go, will you?
How can I? You were drugged and locked in a trunk. I thought Avery did the same thing to you.
Jade, you have to let it go. With Summer, I let my guard down for a moment. It is a mistake I will never make again.
He held out his hand. I wasn't sure if I wanted to take it, but I slipped my hand into his anyway. He pulled me up to stand and wrapped his arms around me, looking into my eyes.
Jade, I had been distracted by you coming into my life again, and there is no one that can keep me from you. Not Summer, not Avery, no one.
He placed a kiss on my lips and brushed my hair off my shoulder. He looked at me with soft eyes that had my knees turning as soft.
I love you, Jade. Always have, always will.
I paused at his admission. He did it so effortlessly, like there was no past baggage, like it was just a fact. I love you too. And then I did what I had wanted to do for a while. I pushed him to the bed. He laughed as he dragged me down with him. I smiled down at him. Now, aren't you glad I followed you to Vegas?
Show me why I should be.
Was that a challenge?
You've always loved a challenge.
I smirked. When it came to Logan, I gladly accepted any challenge thrown my way. And with him trapped underneath me, I was sure I was going to win this round. Maybe not the round with the executioner tomorrow, though.